Is it still around?
Hey everybody, welcome to Crowdsurfing. I'm Tom Vassell.
I'm Joey Evans.
I'm Chris Yee.
I'm Z Garcia. Hi. Hi.
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Hi.
Crowdsurfing is a show where we take a look at all our favorite dragon-themed projects or Kickstarter projects,
I love
Backerkit
dragons.
projects, and Gamefound projects.
This is all the fun.
Aw, that's fun, right? Isn't that fun?
This is fun.
I'm having
Cute.
fun.
That's fun. I like that. That's kind of like gives me the warm blankies.
I love dragons.
I like blankies.
Yeah.
I like being warm. Hey, welcome. I really lost my whole train of thought. We're taking a look at different projects. We're going to start by our
Sponsor Backerkit.
our sponsor
He
for this
can't do
show
it.
is Backerkit. Here's a project on Backerkit right now.
All right, look at this cuteness. Today, we are taking a look here at a Backerkit thing called Tentacle Kitty Campaign Critters Reroll. So this is on Backerkit right now. In fact, Backerkit has a special promo for creators launching in early 2024. Launch on Backerkit between February and April, and you can get a chance to be featured on Crowdsurfing. We have a link in the description if you want to know more about that. Today's project is Tentacle Kitty. So we look at these, and of course, this is already, they're fully funded, so it's going to happen here. And you can look at all the different creatures. There's who this campaign is for. Do you like cats? Well, not really. Do you like art? I do. Do I like tentacle little kittens? Yes, I do a lot. So let's take a look at them. Oh, meet the critters. Ooh, I really like this one. That guy looks like he fell into an ice cream vat. The Void Worm. So you choose your character. They have 17 different styles that you can pick from. I think I like that one the best. Ooh, I do like this cat little one. So the Goblin. I'm not sure. Then you pick your class. So you can pick the outfit on them when they're done. I'll pick Barbarian, I think. And then accessory pack. So Owlbear. Ooh, I do like owlbears. Ooh, a Dusk Owlbear. I never even heard of that. So there's a lot of cool stuff on this right now, and you can go check it out. Ooh, I like that fantasy one, too. Umbral Kitties, man. Ooh, Mimics. I love Mimics. Second only to Gelatinous Cubes. Oh, Ice Dragons. Never mind. They're better than Mimics. Anyway, at this point in time, you can see there is so much cool stuff on here. And then there's dice and more. So definitely check this out. It is on Backerkit right now. Tentacle Kitty Campaign Critters Reroll.
Wow.
Alrighty, don't forget, folks, Backerkit is running that special promo for creators right now. If you launch now, or in February, March, or April. Thank you. That was kind of slow.
Joey's
You
been
have a
looking at the
chance to
wall.
be featured on this show itself. There's a link to do that in the description of this video. So, okay, well, we have
Cats are evil.
I was about to say a lot to go through, but that is straight up a lie.
We have some to go
You can
through.
just turn the video off right now.
Oh, come on.
No. Here we
But
go.
how will you get to see us do the pick of the week dance?
GAMMN.
There's a dance you didn't tell me about. I didn't rehearse.
For once, I know how to pronounce a word.
GAMMN?
GAMMN.
Well, it's
Isn't GAMMN really close to those GPS? What's that? Garmin?
Garmin.
Garmin?
That's the off-brand. That's a Timu.
all right.
Let's talk about Garmin's for a bit here.
There's a
under
backgammon board built to
Garmin.
go anywhere. Do you want a travel backgammon board?
No.
Not particularly.
All right,
No.
quick poll here. Who here has played backgammon?
Yeah. Joey, respect the
It's on the
classics.
back of Checkers, all right?
I've never played it either, so.
Thank you.
Respect the classics.
Do you play backgammon? It's funny how I'm amazed by that, and I know I haven't. I'm catching up.
You gotta sneer a bit more when you say it. You're like, you haven't played?
What's the matter with you?
I was expecting you to teach me. Anyway, this looks like a nice set, but also, do these not exist already?
I don't know. It's fair.
going
Look,
so
I felt the
slow.
same thing when I first saw this. I'm like, oh, come on. Another backgammon. Who cares? But then,
Go ahead.
to be fair, I don't think I could go right now and buy a particularly hardy set of backgammon.
Yeah.
Probably not.
They talk about how like a lot of them
We're gonna
are
find out.
very plain looking. I remember I had one as a kid that was like a nice leather briefcase looking thing. It looked like this one is like hard shell
Like this?
plastic.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen those.
They've almost hit their stretch goal to include the dice cups, though.
That's kind of weird. You
Ooh.
sort of that really should be in there.
That kind of is iconic to back.
Yeah,
right?
that shape cup has got to be there.
All right, I'm
somewhere.
bored.
But yeah.
TV tray backgammon?
How much is it? That matters a bit,
80.
I think. 80's a lot for
I
Jackpot
guess.
backgammon.
$80?
82.
I don't care what the shell is made
need
out
that.
of. It's not worth $80.
No, they have a.
I'm not gonna like go defend myself with it. You know what I mean?
Ambi has a Lord of the Rings backgammon, where it's just like a bunch of ring pieces, which is not how.
Maybe right. At that point, you're like, ah.
Yeah,
Does
like,
it make sense there?
yeah, the 140 rings.
Look, 9 rings were given to the men,
Go ahead.
7 to the dwarves,
Got it.
5 to the elves, 3.
Three.
Dang it! I almost had it. 3 to the elves, but then 1 ring was forged in secret, the biggest of all the rings.
It was big. You see Sauron's finger?
I
Giant.
know.
When his knuckles were bigger than. It didn't really make sense how it got there.
Yeah.
He also
no.
couldn't get it off.
Oh, no, they got it off.
Oh, they did. They did.
That's true.
Spoiler alert.
No one bothered to watch that battle. They could have finished it off a lot easier. How do you get the ring? Chop someone's finger off.
That's all you got to do.
All right. Silver Collector's Edition. So if you thought to yourself, hey, there's not enough silver from Bezier Games. The silver is a game that's a reworking of Cabo.
Yes.
And then they just reworked it again. What's that new one called?
Dagger.
Scram.
Scram.
Oh, yeah.
And anyway, they got silver.
And Cabo is based on golf, which is an old classic card game.
From Scotland.
So let's see. There's silver. I forget all the different things. There's
No one
Silver
knows all
Eye
6
is a
of
new
them.
one that's in here.
Silver Eye,
coin,
Silver
And Silver
Fang.
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 Silver dagger, silver coin.
I think that's right, yeah.
Is there a silver bullet?
Silver
Silver
bullet.
bullet, yeah.
Silver ring, the one that was forged in secret.
So what do you think about this style here where you open this case and they're all in there? Like it fits in a Calyx shelf. That's like the new thing now to brag about.
I think it's cool looking. This looks great. I personally am thoroughly uninterested in like a collection of silver.
Thoroughly.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and that thing feels to me like a more ill-fitting matchup than you can fill one whole Calyx cube with silver.
Rush back in. House is robbed. Did they take your silver?
Silver's a great, like, what do they call those? The quiver game, because it takes up like this much
Yes.
space of your quiver. I like having one, like, I own Cabo.
Which I hate.
Oh, I really like Cabo.
I mean that I just don't like that whole genre. The whole move cards around and
They're
flip
all
them
that.
over and see
Yeah.
who it is. That's
They're
what they
all
are.
that except the card numbers have powers.
Yeah.
Right. And this is a whole, like a Calyx shelf worth of 6 of the same game.
But I'm sitting here looking at this thinking this would be a cool way to store tiny epic games.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
Oh, waste of space, though.
I guess.
I like the idea of the container, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this one's probably making money, right? Silver's popular enough.
Is her arm coming out?
It's
I love how Loopy's like, I mean, when are we going to start calling this out? What did I just do?
I mean, her arm is. It's just because it's black. It looked like her arm's coming out of her leg hole there, but
What are you talking
She's
about?
wearing Vanta black, yes.
no, it looks like her hand is
Oh,
coming out of her leg hole.
yeah.
Oh, got it.
She's. You're like, oh, well, that's a very nice inseam.
No, it's like kids. You know how kids always stick
Your arms
kids always
inside
stick their hands
thing.
inside their shirts
Yeah.
for no reason. You're like, stop doing that and walking around the house. You're gonna fall.
You're not a T-Rex. Yeah, that kind of thing.
I was like, ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anyone here like well, Chris does. You like or you
I like Cabo. I like Cabo more.
I like silver coin. Silver dagger, I think, is too cutthroat type thing. Silver.
I just like how you have this very detailed aspect of these games
I
that are
like
pretty
them,
similar.
but here yeah, they are. Silver Fang, I think, is one I played with.
Silver Fang's the
play
new
here.
one. It's not out
Yeah.
yet, right?
we played
We
that one
played it live.
Oh, we played it live.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's going to be the same thing where it's great because it's good because it's a small box.
I love this quote.
Bullet has a special
We love
place
Bullet.
in my heart.
Bullet is a special place in my heart. Like, did you mean that?
It's a large medical
Yeah.
bill. yes.
Silver Bullet is one of them, right? Silver Eye, that's one of them?
Is it?
I guess. It's just, yeah, no. Ask me that question.
Okay.
Oh, gold
What's the
pledge
question?
level for
We're
silver.
There's a gold pledge for
Level-
silver?
I know, that's the best
Wait,
one.
what?
That's like great. I'm like, okay. Okay.
Well, yeah, I will say.
I mean, again, Bezier are like masters of this, right? Isn't this what they do with
Yeah.
Werewolf?
Yep.
You get the Ultimate Werewolf, Ultimate Deluxe Werewolf, Ultimate Deluxe Supreme Werewolf, Ultimate Deluxe Supreme with cheese. It's like eventually, it's like you've sold me the
I
same
get
game
it.
18 times.
I think they may be done with the base werewolf. That ultimate
Man, I
one.
want to
that's-
slap you so hard right now, like Batman slapping Robin.
Are they done with Beasts, you think? Or is there...
Silver legacy.
We don't talk about werebeasts. All right.
What about the spin-offs from Werewords? Wereverbs?
So D-Day
Silver
Dice.
words.
To do or die. So D-Day Dice, if you know your Kickstarter history,
I
is
do.
the original Mythic Games when... No, not D-Day Dice, but it was Valley Games.
Well, that never came out, right? Like the
Well,
one
they actually did come out with D-Day Dice. It was It was Upfront was their big failure. The problem was people had backed D-Day Dice for life. There was the pledge of D-Day
Oh,
Dice for life,
yeah.
and they was like, "You will get every expansion we never make."
And they did.
So D-Day
Why would
Dice.
anybody do that? I'm sorry. Come on, folks.
Well,
Like, Chip Theory Games does that.
Chip
but
Theory
they're-
Games does that.
They're kind of proven at this point.
That's
but
a
like,
crazy thing to do. I mean, hey,
Sure, but the
whatever.
earlier,
the
the
early...
riskier it is, but the better the benefit. Those people who back those early for life are probably sitting there going, ha 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 ha,
Yeah.
every time a new game is announced.
And Chip Theory's like, time to start a new company, right? Moonlight.
Yeah,
that's-
absolutely. At some point, yeah. Yeah, the house will always win in that one.
So D-Dice is a cooperative, mostly solo game. I think it's 1 to 2 player game.
Yeah, mostly solo can be co-op.
Has a Dice Tower seal of approval. That's from, was that Uzi?
No, I never played this.
Is it Liz?
Huh?
Sam?
Sam? Okay.
Oh.
Samael.
Joey, have you not printed, but and not played, but have you? You know this originally was a print and play.
No, I'm back in.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you were definitely checking out there.
I was. I'm like, yeah.
Thinking about
no.
Silver Fang?
That's like, I would try that. No, the price got me. I'm like, whew, that's a lot. So
Here's another gold thing. It's the Day of Gold.
Boldly go, where no man is. What? Okay.
I like the funnies though. I did look at the funnies for a little bit. I didn't laugh a lot.
Do you know what the Hobart's funnies are?
No.
They're very strange single-purpose tanks that were built during World War II, where they had like ramps, like the whole tank was just a ramp, or like a tank bulldozer. They were like single-use things that were super important, but looked ridiculous. So,
Really?
yeah, I mean, so I'm impressed that this.
What does this
clearly-
mean by free silly?
I don't know what silly is. That's just ridiculous.
These are these tanks.
No, not what he said.
And
Oh, I don't know if I like this. The legendary unit, the Board Game Geeks. That kind of.
Whoa,
that
That's like an
loses
old-
all immersion.
that's like an old BGG background too, right? They haven't used like the chessboard thing in a while.
Those are words.
The phony war veterans. Well, I guess, it doesn't matter. Anyway, I know a lot of people have liked this. I haven't seen it. In fact, I literally just yesterday pulled this out of the Dice Tower library.
To play it?
No. It got removed from the library because no one plays it. It's also a solo 2-player game, which is, it can be played 2-player. You could probably play it with more too, but
Guess I won't be playing this. Then.
I don't know. Yeah, you won't be. Well, unless
You
we
can still rescue
get a
it.
copy of the new one.
Okay, it's still here.
Anyway, so WordForge Games, we should talk about that briefly. They're the people who originally, they're not the people who originally made it. They have it now. It says 15 years. It is interesting they do the D-Day, the history of D-Day Dice, and like, he came up with D-Day Dice, and it sold a lot of
Hard to
stuff.
say.
Now, 15 years later, I'm like, you just skipped a big chunk of the history of D-Day Dice there.
D-Day Dice.
That's not, I'm kind of surprised they put that history in there, and then
You know, whitewash your own. Yeah, you know.
like 1940 and 1950, the Korean War started.
Sure.
That's
They call
fine,
that the
though. I'm
funnies.
glad, but I am glad that he got the rights to his game back and that it's back for him. So that's good.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Gettysburg, 1863, giant neoprene mat. Very, very specific Kickstarter here. In fact,
Well, it's one of the Make 100
it is one of the
things,
Make
right?
100s, but I thought it was interesting. I put it on.
And it has 101 backers.
Yeah, that I'm not sure I understand.
Well, that's because you can pledge if you believe in it.
Like if you believe it exists.
No, you can also buy the Gettysburg board game. So that's not 100.
Just 100 of them?
No, it looks like there's unlimited of those.
You get
There's
about
only 100 of the
mats.
mats.
Whoa.
And so only 76 people have backed those. So you can
So
still
there's
get a
some
mat.
left.
What's the
Hey.
price of the mat? 120.
Wait, but you can get it and the map for 100. Actually, there's no limit for the map. This is kind of stretching the
How
Make
big is that
100
map?
thing.
How many of these mats are they making?
One.
To rule them all.
No, it looks like they're making as many as
9
they
play
can.
mats were given to the humans. Okay? 5 of them.
To the elves.
Anyway, I think it's cool that these neoprene mats are out,
Yeah, I mean,
and that's it.
Wargaming has neoprene mats now.
That's right.
That's
They
actually
usually-
a pretty serious. That's a pretty serious jump there when it was paper, right? I mean,
Right, we used to joke about unmounted boards, like, this game features a mounted board. And we're like,
still
"Woo."
do that.
That's,
Yeah.
that's like a selling point.
I
A
haven't
mat.
been in the market for a while. Isn't 100 a bit high for
You've
that?
been married for quite a bit.
Okay, I haven't been 100 something for all dollars for one mat. That's not.
it's a very large playmat.
I mean,
That seems legit, actually.
Really?
Mats are pretty pricey.
They're only making 100 of these.
No, they're
you-
not.
that's
It's a Make 100 project.
Yes, but the Make 100 is if you buy the game and the mat. But the mats themselves here are unlimited. It feels a little cheatery on that Make 100 thing.
oh.
Oh, interesting.
So only 100 people get to own the game and the mat.
I will tell you. When I looked
We
through
will not
this,
have you owning both.
I thought this was the Make 100. This was like the first of 100 mats are going to come out with, and I was pretty like, this is going to be incredible.
Oh, jeez.
I know. I was
There
like,
was
this
100 different ones?
is. Yeah, I thought. Try to go through the battles.
All right.
Atlantis.
Jewels for the Emperor Penguin.
There it is.
It has a
there it
plushie,
is.
Tom.
This is stuff.
So this is from Jeff Tidball, who who's he working with now? Is he still with Atlas Games? I think this is Atlas Games, right?
Click it.
Oh my goodness.
No, I think he might have, he changed companies. I think. No, Lumberjack Games.
Okay, so that Broken and Beautiful is from them here.
Ooh,
Okay,
that's
yeah,
nice artwork in that one.
cute. That's all I know.
Is that the white box one? Huh? Or is it,
No, I've heard of Flapjack Sasquatches and whatever. That's one of those take that card game things. I think.
So this one looks pretty cute,
It looks
I
cute.
think. It seems very simple, like a recipe fulfillment thing.
Yeah.
Get the gems, and then like you pay a blue and a yellow and a green gets you 5 points or whatever. The cute twist, I guess, would be this climbing up the mountain thing.
Right.
Where you, I didn't quite catch it, but I think you roll and then you use the dice to move your penguin. Your 5 moves your 5 penguin.
Yeah.
Not directly up the mountain, you can go kind of at a lateral move.
And then you
But then
push
if your
the one-
5 runs into your 3, you push your 3. And if your 3 runs into your 2, you push your 2. They can
Right.
shove the smaller guys. It's a penguin, like, mosh pit, I guess.
Yes.
That's the technical term.
Yeah.
Mosh pit.
Yeah, when you have a flock of penguins together.
It's a mosh of penguins.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I'm really excited about this plushie.
Are you?
It's got the Cousin Eddie plushie right there, right?
It's really adorable. I like penguins a lot.
Oh, interesting.
The game sounds.
Oh, it is a Cousin Eddie
The game
plushie.
sounds okay. It also, this is one of those campaigns that has like another mini game attached to it.
Yeah.
That I'm hesitant about. It's a little card play. I do like though. It describes the second little game as the Emperor's Son is pretty dim.
Oh, I did see that. I was like, I had to read it a couple times. I'm like, okay.
I thought the second game, it was nice because it sounded very different from the first.
Yeah.
Yes, it
It was
wasn't
not
like,
some, like, well, smaller version of shoving the penguin or whatever. It sounded like a very different card trading thing.
That
and
title didn't make it.
I kind of like the sounds of the small spin-off more than I like the sounds of the big game.
Shoving
Interesting.
thing.
I want to play the card game more is what I'm
This
saying.
one here, yeah, the Frozen
Yeah.
Shinies.
Yeah, it's like a little penguin baby prince or whatever who's not all there.
they straight up describe me. He's a dummy.
Yeah, he's a
dim
dummy, and he
nephew.
doesn't care about what he gets. He just wants more stuff. So it's like, you want a stick or you want a diamond? Or 2 sticks. It's like 2 sticks, 2 sticks. You know, so he just wants more stuff, and then that's card trading that you can do. It sounds cute.
If you back both, you get the plushie, Tom.
Yeah, you got to do
I
it.
do like that penguins with rocket launchers here.
Yeah,
It's
instead of the
It's
lumberjack.
a reskin of lumberjacks with rocket launchers. It's like, okay, so with rocket launchers is the game, I guess. You can put anything in there.
Yeah.
No.
Chupacabras.
Only lumberjacks or penguins. They're very interchangeable.
I sure hope that they can mix and match.
That'd be great.
Alrighty, well, that's that project. Before we go to our next one, we got something here from Mr. Mark.
Streed and the dog.
This spotlight is brought to you by Last Light 2nd Edition. Billions of years in the future, when most of the stars have died, only rare white dwarfs remain, the last light in the universe. Last Light is a fast-paced 4X game with simultaneous turns for 2 to 4 players, action-packed and designed to play under an hour. Take on the roles of alien factions, race and control the last light in the universe, research technologies, mine and trade resources, build ships and extractors, and harvest the light to get ahead of your competitors. The first player to collect 20 light wins the game. Each copy is one of a kind, thanks to a unique set of planets that guarantee your game is unique. And brace yourselves for a game changer with a rotating board that accelerates the excitement, creating unique situations in every gameplay. And that's not all. Level up your gaming experience with fantastic upgrades like resin planets and a dazzling light-up base for the awe-inspiring Dwarf Star. And for returning backers, dive into the cosmos with our brand new Alien expansion pack, introducing new alien factions into the intense fight for Last Light. And the Infinity expansion adds even more, allowing up to 8 players and still keeps the game play at 60 to 90 minutes. Don't miss out on the next level of gaming. Join us in shaping the future of space conquest. For more information, please check out the campaign, which is now live on Gamefound.
Okay, let's get back here to Oh, look, at the very top it shows Last Light on this screen here. Anyway, High Frontier, which is very similar to Last Light, High Frontier 4.
High Frontier for All is the name.
For all 5.
So this is from Phil Eklund, and if you've never heard of his games before, imagine if you wanted to become a rocket scientist and they were going to give you a test. They might give you one of his games.
But textbooks are too simple for you to study.
Right. I mean, just look at that command placard and the stock market placard.
I love anything that describes as a placard.
I don't even like the word.
I know a lot of
love
people.
that word.
He's my
Here's
favorite
the thing,
captain
a lot
from
of
Star
people
Trek.
really like
Captain
High Frontier,
Flicker.
but you are a specific gamer if you like it. The people who like it love it. I've watched it. Me and Z. I remember one time we were at the Gathering of Friends. We saw some people setting it up, and then we went to Canada, and we ate lunch and walked around and did stuff. And we came back, and they were halfway through their game.
And the thing is, the Gathering of Friends is in Texas.
Yeah,
That's a joke. You
they walked.
Oh, because we went to Canada.
Got it.
I get it. No, I get it.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's close to
Say it
Canada.
again. It might be funny the second time.
The Gathering of Friends. Joey, have you seen the board for High Frontier?
No, I just assumed it was books.
I love how this is the 5th module or whatever expansion. And this one, they're like, so this module adds
Fun.
like an 18xx stock market type. I'm like,
I did
oh
see
my
that.
God, that's the additional thing. That's the thing they're throwing on top of it.
This is the board for High Frontier.
What?
Deal with that reality, fool. You can't even comprehend it. At least, but that's High Frontier, though. That's not High Frontier for All.
What? Does it come in neoprene?
If you make 100.
Do they have the rule book here? Because I'm curious how many pages are in the High Frontier rule book.
So is this like science facts or science, like they try to make it like really
It's hard
realistic?
sci-fi, I think.
I think
High
science
Frontier
fact
walkthrough
is just
parts
called
1 through 8.
science.
I don't know. It's like
All right, here's the High Frontier Living Rules.
be careful to click on that.
Okay.
Yeah, hang on, I'm
Can't even load. It's so large.
Taking a while to.
It's alive. Takes a while.
Sure you want to do this?
Oh, download
Look at
virus.
it. It literally just like,
Yes.
listen.
I would disable the.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Oh.
Why
How
are
many-
we doing this?
I want to see how many
Trojan.
pages it is.
Several.
Could you make the
that
text?
Wait, why does it say
pages.
Tom Vassell deleted? Oh, a few seconds
Did you
ago.
write this?
No, I'm like, what did I
Dang.
do? Tom Vassell deleted? I did.
Oh, you're deleting their. You're deleting the rule book in
Dude,
real
why
time.
would you do that?
All the High Frontier players are just screaming, "Nah!
Oh,
The
well,
sacred
but-
texts!"
It was a living rule book.
Are they allowed to put
Oh,
illustrations?
you killed it. It's undead now.
Look at this. These are the rules.
That's not so bad.
What? They got annotations towards the right.
All right, I didn't save it, right? Let's get out of here before I get caught.
Oh,
Like, let's
All
go,
right,
guys.
Let's go. Yeah.
Get out of the
Put
living
it down and
document.
run.
All right. Good Cop, Bad Cop, 4th edition, and Zombies expansion. So I had kind of a mixed relationship with Good Cop, Bad Cop. I remember the first
Apparently
time
not.
it came out, I was very excited about it.
Yeah.
And I played it. It felt different and unique to the point where we even tried to get it for Dice Tower Essentials.
Wow.
Yeah, because I thought this is a social deduction game that feels different than other ones.
This was early on in the social deduction sort of deluge of games.
Yes, they just couldn't leave one off alone though. They kept adding more rules. They got
Yes.
bigger. They did a weird one set in the world of Stegmaier.
Yeah, they did one of these in Euphoria, yeah.
oh, is that leaders?
Yeah,
Leaders
there's
of
Euphoria,
Okay.
whatever
Okay,
they will
I
be
played that
done.
one.
or
Remember we
something.
said if you take a game and put "of" and another word with it, never as good.
Right. Okay.
What? Talking about like founders of Teotihuacan.
Oh.
Or leaders of whatever. You're just like, eh.
Founders of Gloomhaven. Yeah.
I don't know that this game has aged as well. I think the basic Good Cop, Bad Cop was fine.
Okay.
But then they keep adding more stuff, and I can't tell you how little interest I have in a Zombies expansion for
Apparently
it.
the zombies thing, though, is that, like, you can't be eliminated now.
Yeah, so
Cartoon, yeah.
I'm hesitantly interested because I like Good Cop, Bad Cop for a social deduction game. I'm not a big
They're gonna
social
quote you
deduction
on that.
gamer. I'm hesitantly.
Chris, yeah, I'm hesitantly interested.
Do you think it stands up to things like, because that's a pretty crowded genre now. I mean, you got Night of the Ninja, which I really like, and
Feed
else?
the Kraken.
yeah, that's about it. But
there are games that
Feed the
have done
Kraken.
more things, but this whole idea that you
cultists.
have three,
oh yeah,
allegiance cards, and someone might see your bad one, but you have two good ones, or you might have two bad ones, but you secretly have the good guy leader, which immediately overrides it. That was a big deal at that
And
time.
I really do like that. Like I said, that base game I thought was really fun.
Yes, that's where I'm at with it. I don't care about any of the other expansions. I don't care at all. But the zombies one, if you're a human person, you're eliminated from the game. You're shot.
I guess
You
this game's
now have
fantastic.
something different to do.
yeah, I started that.
That
Yeah,
sounds
they
like-
don't just boot you out. The games are really short, though. I don't know if it needs that. But
That's what I'm saying. It's
Uh,
not when you died in this game or died or whatever, the game is really close to ending at that point.
Yeah.
It's kind of like King of Tokyo. Do we need to fix elimination? Do we need a zombie? I better be quiet.
Careful, vassal.
looking at this page reminded me, or I guess made me realize
The 80s
how
were fun.
over social deduction, how far I've fallen, or I guess they've fallen in my estimation. How little interest I have in them, I guess.
Have you
It's
played?
the one type of game I would say that really has kind of taken a major nosedive for me. Not that I was ever like, oh my gosh, I love social deduction games, but I just really have like no interest in any social deduction game where it's like you play a secret on it and you have to figure out who the secret. I'm like, nah, I don't care. You can save your breath.
I still like it, but I need them to be unique or have something they
There
bring to
hasn't
the table.
been that in years, in my opinion. I mean, that's the problem.
And this company hasn't done
Wait.
particularly well. They have the Good Cop, Bad Cops, but there are other
New
games that they
Salem was
made.
their other thing, right?
I played Barker's Row.
And
It was cute. It was good production. Well,
anyone here have any opinion on Zorro Dice Game?
I know Mike DeLisio has a very strong opinion of it.
And Mike is our nicest reviewer, and he stomped this.
I thought it was okay. I thought it was cute, but like skew young cute. You know what I mean?
You know, the crowd for Zorro.
Yes.
All right.
wow.
Here's a big project. Earthborne Rangers is
Of
the second
Gloomhaven.
printing
Oh.
of Gloomhaven, plus expansion. So Earthborne Rangers, they're not going to say this because they'll get sued by Fantasy Flight, but it's a living card game. Really, that's what it is.
Oh,
When you play Earthborne Rangers, you start by spending a lot of time building a deck. There's a fairly, not convoluted, but a comprehensive deck that you build together. And then you just go around and do stuff. I found it to be, you know what? We just didn't give it enough a chance.
No.
But I probably never will. Because I'm not a huge fan of this kind of genre where you put down, it's Arkham Horror, the card game, and Marvel Champions.
It's more Arkham Horror and Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, right.
It's very in-depth. It's a very rich game. It has some interesting world building in this sort of post-apocalyptic. We managed to turn it around so the world didn't fully die. And so there's some vibrancy and animals and everything. But the game really leans into this communal world of the future feeling where, like, everyone gets along and everybody's happy. It's a very upbeat setting.
There's still monsters in the world,
There's
though.
monsters, but you never even hurt them, really.
You're kind of like chasing them away or
You
something?
chase them away, or you get to, like, connect. It's called connecting. You get to, like, I don't know, you pet the lion and then he walks off or something.
You avatar away to water them.
Yeah, it's kind of like a very nature-y game. It's got a lot happening in it, and it's a campaign game.
Right.
You have to go through it and build your deck and modify the deck. I like it. It's just a very demanding package. If you're gonna get into it, you gotta get into it and understand the ins and outs, and it's gonna demand a lot of you. But I've enjoyed it.
It's
Yeah.
not combat heavy at all. Right? It's like more experience.
No, it's technically there's almost no combat. That's not to say that, like, the thing you pass tests like you would in Arkham Horror. You know, the same idea of Arkham Horror: commit cards, shake a bag, pull a token. That, but in this one, it's commit cards, flip a card from a test deck, which has way less variance.
I mean, I see what you're talking about. But comparing this to Arkham Horror,
Everything you
is
say,
so-
though, hasn't, like, made me want to play it.
No, I mean, if I believe me, I'm not trying to convince you. If you don't,
It's beautiful.
if you're not
I'll give it
excited
that.
by that idea of, it's kind of like the Lord of the Rings, and you traverse and you explore, and it's very like, do whatever you want. You have a mission, but really take as long as you want to. You're just living in this world. You don't like that. There's not a ton of pressure. Then I don't think you're going to be into it.
I think that's what it was. Because I think first time I went through it, it was like, yeah.
Well, we were delivering biscuits.
That's the thing. And Arkham Horror has that, their skill checks, but then there's some sort of sense of urgency. This one is, I don't know, it's more.
I found a couple of
relaxing.
things were a little clunky in it, and that might just be, again, getting to know the system. But there's some frustration in there. There were some things that I was like, man, I'm not getting things to happen. You know, there's some frustrations
Right.
for sure.
And one thing I didn't love about the game is it kind of throws you in the deep end and you don't really know what you're doing. They're like, pick one of these classes. You're like, what are they? And they're like very esoteric, weird stuff. So you're like, okay, that one. And this, now pick some cards. And you're like, these? You know, you build your deck and you don't really know what you want or need.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very, like you said, living card game-esque is a good way to put it.
All right. Giant foam dice.
Let's go. I've been waiting on this.
So, well, these have to be somewhat different. Reason being is because you can go to any math store or teacher store in the world and buy foam dice. You can get them on Amazon. There's people selling bins of them at Gen Con every year.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, they did these in red. Oh, wait, that's the color they're always in.
Oh, but what about
Orange, yellow.
Yeah.
I love the yellow with the white writing. That's useful.
Look, I love foam dice. They're great to throw at people or do things with. It's just that what here is different than anything that already exists on the market.
Well, and the page doesn't do a good job of showing, like, relative size. Like, I scrolled past it a few times. There's a little video of a lady squeezing the dice, and I realized, oh, they're like handheld size. Like, giant can mean a lot of different things.
But
'Cause,
they
yeah,
already exist, the handheld ones.
yeah. So it's not like gigantic.
But these are scented,
set
though.
pieces.
Did it say that?
No, that would be awesome.
Oh, because that
That
would
would
be...
be something, you know what I mean? That would
you
be
know.
something different. Yeah, they need something. You need a gimmick. What's the gimmick?
The gimmick is Stellar Drift, a pull and write board game.
Pull and write. That's a gimmick.
I think pull and write is probably not going to take off as the name of the genre.
Shake
but-
your bag and write.
Bag and write.
Hey, remember back when roll and write games used to have a single sheet?
No, those days are dead.
Those days are gone.
Yeah, I know. There's only 2 though.
It almost
Right?
seems quaint. If I can
I do
does.
like the unique ship sheets. I like that. That's cool. And actually, the whole pull things out of the bag, I do like that.
do like that. That's
That
one of my
reminds me
favorite
of
things.
the Caesar game.
Caesar's Empire.
No, Augustus Caesar. Caesar.
Oh,
Rise of Augustus.
Rise of Augustus.
Bingo.
Well, it's kind of like rolling, right? I mean, you were pulling stuff and putting pieces on and checking them off, get rid of the card, get the next. This is.
I agree. No, I mean, I'm telling you, there's so many games that they could reprint right now and just be like, roll and write instead. That doesn't mean you should, but they could.
I do like to
This
pull
one
things from the
Might
bag.
be one of those kinds of games where there's a lot going on, and what was the? Does there need to be a roll and write or a pull and write or whatever?
What's the quote up here? I love blank and write games and sell.
They're called blank and write as a genre.
Is that? I don't
Some
know.
people call them that. I love saying blank and write.
punching right. Hey, let's talk about this. My favorite kind of rule book is where the printing is the page is blue and the printing's in white.
Oh,
It's also really expensive to do that.
Read and write.
All right. Anyway, moving on.
this is one of those. I'll play it when it comes through, but I'm not like back it. You know what I mean?
It's getting a lot of. It seems to be getting a lot of praise for being a good blank and write type game. I just don't really want to play a complex game in that genre, I suppose.
This one, I like the pull. I like the bag
The bag
aspect of
building
it.
thing or
Now,
whatever. That's
verb and verb games is never going to take off. First of all, the second one's always right.
Not really.
What about?
Cut and paste.
That's
I
not
like,
That's a mechanism. You cut. You've seen the scissor ones. Just cut and whatever.
If they had paste to one of those games, I'm out. Here's your glue stick. Go.
That's great. Are you kidding me? That'd be fantastic. Have you seen the games where you like throw a card at stuff, right? But you first glue it, and then you throw it.
Is that how you've been doing it all this time?
no. What?
Ooh,
Think about that. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
done. It's a legacy game because when you're done, they're all stuck.
It's a legacy house you're living in. I'd be like, why is there cards stuck to the wall? I'd be like,
No,
he
'cause-
said it's going to be fun.
You gotta play right.
Gambit, the legacy game. I'm down for it, Z.
Thank you.
All right, here's a cooperative board game of intense tactical RPG
Blood
adventure for
Road.
1 to 7.
Blood throw.
Blood.
Blue Roll.
Blowhorn. Blowhorn.
Are you saying blood orange or blood throne? I can't tell. This page really didn't do much at first.
No. Oh, later did?
As I went through it more, I was like,
going.
okay, they really put a lot of effort into this one. They talk a lot about first of all, those terrain are pop up. And I was like, cool.
That's cool, man.
That's a good step, right? That's a gimmick.
I like it.
For a very crowded genre. They keep promising unique, innovative mechanisms, and I didn't see any explanation of unique, innovative mechanisms.
That's where I was.
And there's not even a rule book to download. There's not.
Nope.
They show one of the components is a quick start guide. If you don't have the rule book ready, maybe you have the quick start guide for people to download and say like, okay, let me see what the first few steps of this would be like. We could watch that video, I suppose.
This
but
is
I don't
doing
want it
pretty
to
well,
work.
right? I mean, that's the other
It's got
thing.
minis.
Well, it's like at 80,000, I think, and its goal was
That's pretty good.
50,000. It's a high goal, which I respect.
Yeah, that's true. They say they got the minis already sort of.
Oh!
The manufacturing has
Oh.
commenced already, right? That's interesting.
I like the pop-up stuff, but they've tried that a couple times in different.
Set something else on fire. Go.
Did the guy's hand just warp? It looked like it did.
Oh, hello.
The blue ring.
This is like Taburu style.
Yeah, it looks like it's a miniature combat tactical game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Incidentally, we're playing one of those on Friday, but that's the what's that game called?
Song of Ice and Fire Tactics.
Song of Ice and Fire Tactics.
Oh, okay.
What?
Okay.
That's what Game of Thrones is based on.
Yeah, I know.
The tactics?
No, Song of Ice and Fire.
Oh, that one. Yes.
That's it for games. Here comes the non-game stuff. Stepping stones. Would you like to hurt your feet while you walk and also not let your big toe touch your second toe?
Yes.
Can you add?
I'd like that very much, please.
Can you
I
please
feel like you're
add?
leading
have
the witness.
People make fun of me while I wear these shoes.
This seems very good to me, guys. I think this seems like a solid idea to massage the feet. You don't think so?
Well, I don't know.
think there's so
It's
many
one of
things
these
wrong
things I
with that
don't
You're one of
understand.
them big people who's gifted with good feet, huh?
No, but I've gone to like parks before where they have those things you walk on with all these round stones on them, and I've done it, and it's painful and horrifying.
Yeah, but then your feet get that blood rush.
They do.
That was the last game. Blood Rush. Blood Rush.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean,
You
these
don't
are
like
fine. I'm
your
not gonna-
feet don't feel good after being massaged.
My.
I don't like massages at all.
Oh, interesting. You're one of those large people. I love the first time I said it, you didn't argue with me, so I'm just trying to put it in there again.
I'm large. What do you want me to say? I'm not large.
I think this looks great, okay? They have different pressure points for different things. You got garbage kidneys, there's a spot in your feet for that.
Is there?
Is your face oily? There's a spot in your feet for that.
Didn't think you were
There's
going to say
also
oily.
cream. Is your face ugly? He's like, no, oily. No, if your face is ugly, it's nothing for that.
Like, where's the spot?
No, this looks good, man. Acupuncture, yes.
I don't like it.
I would rock these.
Also, that your big toe being separate from the rest of the toes really bothers
Yeah, I don't know what they were going for with that one. Something about like, oh yeah, they can't touch because
He needs his own room.
Prevent hammer toe or something.
Yeah, they had
Yes.
some reason. This
Yeah.
looks pretty good.
Maybe I would be afraid. So okay, I have some
really
insoles
spread
with
apart.
arch support in my shoes now.
It
When
just
you
makes me hurt
recommend I get
watching
some?
it move.
Yeah, it
Because
makes him hurt.
It's good.
I've just always had flat shoes. I put them on right before the cruise, which was a big mistake because you walk a lot on that ship.
Sure.
And I have naturally flat feet. I don't need arch support. And so discovering that, walking, 15,000 steps a day, I was like, this hurts.
Did you not bring another pair of shoes?
No.
That was smart.
Well, sandals, but I don't want to wear those very often. You know what I mean? Like beach days or whatever. So,
It's a cruise ship. You can wear what you want.
Yeah.
Walk around barefoot, I think. I don't know. Can
No, you cannot.
some
sure?
people
Sorry,
do.
I'm just reading
I'm
the
pretty sure.
comments. People being dumb.
I got called out for it.
Anyway, I would happily rock a pair of these on stream.
Would you walk like that?
Okay, if anybody wants
Like
to
you did a
indulge us
tightrope?
and send a pair of these to the Dice Tower, size 12.
I think that helps.
Okay.
If you step, I don't know. Again, these might work. I don't get it.
No.
All right, more
Yes, this
Moo
now,
Board Gen
this
2.
you're
a
probably into.
Smart home hub for more playful moment. That's such a weird title, by the way, for this.
Big title.
$140,000 for this.
That's tech, so you know I'm out, actually.
It's just, it looks bad, too.
It looks
And it looks
bad.
cool. It looks neat, right? This idea of this wooden plank that is touch sensitive and has little lights behind it and shows you a very badly pixelated image of like a musical note or a plug. It makes me think of like a 2DS or something. You know what I mean? Look at those icons, man.
I actually,
Come on, cat. That's not even Game Boy Color.
do they shine on the wall like that?
Ooh, if they do.
No.
Are you
They're on the
sure?
stick.
Yeah, there's no project. It's just on the wood bar that you.
The wood bar.
So you're not going to get a
Glued
splinter
in.
when you rub your hand across one
No,
day?
of course not. What?
No, these are finely massaged wood planks. Tom.
Thank you. They've been walking around on
On acupressure.
How is this any different than
Acufeets.
Alexa, though? I mean, can't I just do all this crap anyway?
Yeah.
You can't touch Alexa the way you
Yeah.
can touch this plank of wood.
So that's not really.
I need you to rephrase
Yeah.
that entire sentence.
We're not going to lean into that. It's like.
This definitely feels like one of
man.
those products like, do you want to do all these things you already can do? Sure. Do you want it more inconveniently? Sure.
I will
like,
say
everything
this.
says I can
Look, I'll
just
say
tell
this.
Alexa to do it.
That's the thing. I see nothing.
I like
That I need a
the
piece of wood for.
the
it.
one thing I like is that I like the mission statement for this company. I'll give them that.
What is that?
And I think it's a good push. Their main thing is we want to put out technology
Got it.
that is that will enhance the sort of relaxed, soothing work with you side of things.
Okay, I like that too.
You know what I mean?
Less
It's technology that
screens.
is less sort of, it's less demanding on your eyes, less screens or fewer screens,
So
less
e-ink.
screen time. Just, I like that idea of technology being a part of our environment as it is right now and not changing our environment. I think that's a neat pursuit. This ain't that. This doesn't look very good. But it's a nice concept, you know what I mean? It's just Is this the movie Her?
I don't know.
Anyway.
There's some of this I like. I like that it would write the name of the song that you're listening to, like in a
Cute font.
yeah.
The cute font. It reminds me of radios from the early 2000s that were like didn't have enough characters. There was, one time we're listening to The Police, and so a song comes with a title that says, "Don't stand so close to police."
Yeah, because they also would have the number, the 8, and then a few lines
Yes.
in it. Okay.
You get chuckles out of that every once in a while.
All right. Would you like a vacuum former?
Saw this already, by
I
the
would
way.
like
I'm pretty
that.
sure. But
We've already done this one? Well, I must not have
the
been
vacuum form thing, right?
Mike,
Yeah, we can look at it again.
it's just hammer a nail right into it,
Wait,
write
is
the
this a
word
different one?
keys.
here. No, I must not have been here. All right.
Oh, this lady snorting through the straw. No,
We
that's
can
just
look
straw.
at this too. We saw this one also. It's fine.
Okay.
Oh, did you?
We saw the straw and the vacuum form thing, but I'm happy to look at it again. It's not a big deal.
Well, it must have been a weekend when I was out. That's why I missed it.
Yeah. This one is a live straw type deal
All right. Well, I don't
with a
like-
carbon filter that you wash. You like pop the filter on and then wash the filter?
You're
I'm like, that's not how that works, I think.
These life straws, you're supposed to be able to drink out of like a nuclear waste puddle, and it'll
Basically.
like filter it out. I don't believe I can then just like
No.
rinse it out like
No.
a toothbrush and be like,
Yeah,
I'm good.
I'm carrying a bottle of water.
I agree.
There's-
Like, it's a
I would
carbon
not trust
filter,
this.
but just rinsing it is not doesn't
what's
just
he
get rid
sitting
of the
on
stuff
in there?
it stopped, right?
Oh, I want that
the
chair.
world's smallest
yeah,
chair.
that's like. It's
You like that chair?
I hate everything
jury
about
duty.
that chair.
Oh.
There's nothing positive about that.
You can drink through it.
All right.
Life straw
Yeah,
chair
that's-
edition.
We're going to jump to
That would work.
pick of the weeks. And I'm going to start by saying I don't got one. I'm not doing a pick of the week.
Fire.
Do we have
Fire? I
a-
applaud you.
Does Mike have a pick?
Oh, yeah. Mike?
Oh.
Okay. We'll go to Mike.
Hey there, everybody. It's Mike Delisio coming to you from the Dice Tower Midwest Annex. Well, this was a week, huh? Yeah, it was pretty rough, I thought, in my humble opinion. However, there was one game that looked very, very cute, got my attention, and that is Jewels for the Emperor Penguin. I think it's a neat theme. The graphic design and the art looks terrific. It looks like a very simple family weight game, but with some neat little decisions. Kind of the bumping thing sounds fun. So my pick of the week is Jewels for the Emperor Penguin. What do you all think?
This really
Okay.
hurts. I also am gonna just go ahead and throw my hat in the arena. I don't have a hat. Jewels for the Emperor. I'm gonna throw my hat in the arena. Jewels for the Emperor Penguin.
Yeah, how do you? What do you like that?
regret
That's
that?
why you don't give this man your
You're
hat.
never doing that again.
Okay.
Have you handed peanuts before? You see what happens there?
Yeah. What's wrong? It's your own fault.
I have the walnuts, by the way, but Camille was sad that we do it without her. So that'll be next week.
Oh, okay.
All right.
No,
Gotta
it
season
looks
now.
cute. This one looks like a cute family game. My daughter knows that penguins are my favorite animal, so they're like her favorite animal. I'm pretty sure she likes bunnies more, but she's like, "Oh, I like penguins, Dad." I'm like, darn right you do.
No one likes
you let
bunnies more than
you let your
penguins.
child pander to you.
If it's about penguins, yes.
What
Is this anyone else's pick of the week?
His is
No.
mine too.
This is yours too.
His is
It's a slim pickings.
It's very slim. It was honestly this one or the
Yes.
rolling right, or the pulling
you mean
right
the
thing.
pull and flip?
Yeah, but
Yeah, Rolling Around a Gloomhaven didn't come with a plushie. Now did it?
no.
Pick of the week.
But this one does look
True.
cute. I mean, I think Julia would like it. It was almost Tom's pick of the week. I almost picked Tom's.
But I agree with you, Z,
Just
that other little
nothing.
mini game.
I can't pick something
good.
though because
Kinda
it's the
seems
best
good.
of the worst. I'm just.
That's exactly what I'm doing. But no, this one does look cute. It looks.
Yeah.
I think Juliet would play it, and I think it's cute.
All right.
Earthborne Rangers.
Yeah, I already have it ready.
Yeah, there you go. It's fire. Also, I have some issues with it, but I also like it.
It's a strong week, folks. Get out
I
there.
got- no, this is-
Back.
This is one that I am like considering backing. I'll put it that way. Just because I do enjoy this game, but it's a demanding game. That's the thing. That's why I'm not like, oh, yay! It's not all roses and rainbows.
Wow.
What's the saying?
A unit rainbow is when a rainbow
No,
goes
like-
all the way across your forehead.
This is a cool one. I'm interested in playing more of it.
All right. Well, that's that, folks. We'll see you tomorrow morning. We are going to be here at Board Games Smorgasbord.
Yes, indeed.
And then tomorrow afternoon, our top 10 3-player games. Or games for 3 players.
Yes.
It's one of those two.
Same thing.
Best 3-player games, I think.
Best
Games
Games
three
that
games.
only
for
play
players.
with 3 players. No, that's not
Yeah,
true.
that's like, oh, man.
Alrighty. Until next time, I'm Tom Vessel.
I'm Joey Evans.
Joel, thank you for the super chat. I'm Chris Yee.
I'm Z Garcia.
Woo!